Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the topic of light. See, my dear students, many of my very dear students have asked me the question that how to derive mirror formula. Basically, this question is not there for your syllabus. When it comes to physics, derivation of many formulas are there, but this derivation of formulas is not the portion for CBSE 10th or SSC 10th, wherever it is. Derivation of formulas are normally used in 11th and 12th. 12th especially is filled with derivations of formulas and everything. But if you all people have asked me, then I have to show it to you. It's not that difficult, very easy, but only thing is that you have to know the concepts of triangles. So that's the reason we have completed triangles now, and then now I can try to explain you how this mirror formula is done. See, basically you can take any diagram. There are many spaces. Even you can take any figure, but I have taken this one where the object is beyond center of curvature. There is no need for drawing two different diagrams. They can be in the same diagram, but just because I want you all people to have a complete idea, that's why I have drawn two different diagrams. But see the diagram, the object is at beyond center of curvature. One line goes parallel to the principal axis, incident ray is parallel to principal axis, and it reflects through the focus. Fine, comes in this direction. The other line I am drawing through center of curvature, and the line which goes through the center of curvature returns through the center of curvature. And the two reflected rays, this one is one reflected ray, the other one is this reflected ray, they intersect at this point, and that's why the image is formed over here. Fine. On the same diagram, I have to consider one more ray, and the most different ray that I have considered now is basically the incident ray going at the pole. This is the pole. The incident ray going through the pole will reflect, making a angle, reflected angle equal to the incident angle. Fine, so that is the diagram I have here. Here I have done that. A ray, incident ray is going to the pole and it reflects such that this angle is equal to this angle. These two angles will be equal. This is angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection. And then they will reflect in this way, of course, but they both will still meet it over here. So now, before going further, one more thing you have to understand: object distance, what is object distance in this case? It will be minus u. Image distance minus v. Now here one more thing, the radius of curvature, you have to remember this, is basically r, but that also will be minus r, just because everybody is on the left hand side, we are moving on the left hand side. Or we can also say direction opposite to the incident ray. The incident ray is coming in this direction and you are traveling in this direction for radius of curvature. This is radius of curvature, and we know that radius of curvature is always half of focal length. Focal length also is going to be, we require, okay, focal length is also going to be minus half, definitely, because basically focal length also is on the left hand side. I don't think we will require, but one thing definitely will require, that r is equal to 2f. This is what we will require at the end. So these are the things that you have to remember, my dear students. And now coming back to this topic. See, of course, when you will, if supposing you have to present this derivation anywhere, you will definitely draw this diagram and then write all these parameters. Object distance is equal to minus u, image distance is equal to minus v, radius of curvature is minus r, focal length is minus f, r is equal to double of f. Fine. Now what you have to do, my dear students, see, you have to consider two triangles. You have to trace two triangles which you can prove similar. Now there are many number of triangles over here, this triangle, but one triangle should be because of the object and the other triangle should be because of the image. So if I consider these two triangles are because of the image, I can't consider them. Okay, but I can tell you, if I consider triangle A, B, C, which is because of the object, and triangle A1, B1, C. I hope it is nicely visible. Purposely I have used pencil today so that you should be able to make out these figures. Fine. Here you can say in triangle ABC and triangle A1, B1, C. Of course, angle ACB is equal to angle A1, C, B1 because vertically opposite angles. Also, you will get angle ABC is equal to angle A1, B1, C, each 90 degree. Therefore, you will tell triangle ABC is similar to triangle A1, B1, C, angle, criteria. So this is their correspondence is supposed to be maintained. That's why I told you that you require to have the knowledge of triangles over here. Correspondence is supposed to be maintained. And now you will use the property of corresponding sides of similar triangle. So you will get AB upon A dash B dash. AB upon A dash B dash is equal to, you will take the principal axis BC. See, AC I am not going to take because it is basically the incident or reflected rays. I want an object side, image side, and the side on the principal axis. So that will be BC upon B dash C because corresponding sides of similar triangle. This is your one. Similarly, what you have to do is that you have to consider this another group. This could have been over here again, but then this would have mixed lots of things together. But when you are drawing in the exam, you can draw both the diagrams together. In this case, if you will see again, because of object and because of image, which are the two triangles that are formed? One is A, P, B. Fine. APB, and the other one is A dash B dash P. I hope you all are able to make out these two triangles that I have drawn over here. These two triangles are there which are described because of the object and the image. In this case, again I will say in triangle ABC. See, basically these are from this figure only, just because I don't want everybody to be drawn over there and then we will not be able to trace them properly. Because AB, this AB and this AB are same. This A dash B dash is same. So in triangle ABC and triangle A dash B dash C, again you will do the same thing. Angle ABC will be congruent to angle A dash B dash C, each 90 degree. And then you know angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle APB is equal to or congruent to, actually congruent to is the right word, angle A dash P dash, P dash nahi P, only angle A dash P B, A dash PB, APB. Okay, fine, because angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection, law of This is the law of reflection. The angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of incidence. So you will get triangle ABC is similar to triangle ABC A dash B dash A dash C nere baba. What I did. I'm very sorry, my dear students. I'm very sorry. ABP it is. In triangle ABP and triangle A dash B dash P. Sorry, my dear students. A dash B dash P. Angle ABP is equal to angle A dash B dash P, each 90 degree. Angle APB is congruent to angle A dash PB. Reason is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This is law of reflection. Then you will get, therefore, triangle AVP is similar to triangle A dash B dash P. Angle criteria. Again you will get AB upon A dash B dash is equal to BP upon, what am I doing? AB upon A dash B dash is equal to BP upon B dash P. Okay, this is B dash required. Okay, AB upon A dash B dash is equal to BP upon B dash P, corresponding sides of similar triangles. Now from 1 and 2, what are you going to get? AB upon A dash B dash, AB upon A dash B dash, so you will get BC upon B dash C is equal to BP upon B dash P. Now comes your, again the another thing. See, we require what all things to find. Now you will have to jump through the topics again and again. See, coming to this, we require BC upon B dash C. So if you'll consider this BC, what is BC? If you'll see this BC is actually equal to this. If I want to find this BC, this complete BP from this BP, I just wanted to spoil this diagram like that. That's why I drew it too. You will come to that. From this complete BP, if I subtract PC, BP is what? BP is object distance. Okay, you will get BC is equal to object distance, that is minus U, minus what? PC. This is nothing but radius of curvature, again minus R, that is equal to minus U plus R. This is your BC. B dash C, if I consider B dash C, this is B dash C. This will be slightly opposite. From this complete R, CP. From R, I have to subtract PB dash. This I have to subtract. Are you getting? From the center of curvature, means R, I have to subtract PB dash. That is V, image distance. Fine. So, from R, means R is minus R, minus image distance. So you will get minus R plus V. This will be B dash C. Now considering BP, BP is U, but that will be minus U. B dash P is again V, that will be again minus V. See, this is what you have to understand, my dear students. This is what you have to frame. So substituting all these things, these all things will be same over here also. So substituting all these things here. See, this is the equation, BC upon B dash C, BP upon B dash P. BC is what? Minus U plus R upon B dash C is minus R plus V. BP is minus U, B dash P is minus V. Now this minus minus will go, I will get minus U plus R upon minus R plus V is equal to U upon V. Now I will cross multiply, I get V into minus U plus R is equal to U into minus R plus V. So this will be minus UV plus VR minus RU plus UV. So if I bring this UV and UV together, means this I am bringing over here, UV plus UV. This I will have to bring over here, RV, this will become over here plus RU. Fine. Now what do I get? RV plus RU 2UV. Right? Now what I have to do is that I will divide throughout by UVR. 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 So what will happen dividing throughout by UVR? Fine, dividing throughout by UVR. This is what I am doing over here. So here RV will get cancelled, RV will get cancelled, RU will get cancelled, RU will get cancelled, UV will get cancelled, UV will get cancelled. So what remains is 1 upon U plus 1 upon V is equal to 2 upon R. But now you know R is equal to 2F. So I will write 1 upon U plus 1 upon V is equal to 2 upon 2F. So 2 also is gone. I will get 1 upon U plus 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon F. This is the mirror formula. This is not that difficult, my dear students, but basically, of course, then what happens, my dear students, if we really have to, if this would have been in your syllabus, or if supposing it is in 11th, 12th derivations, then we have to actually go through all the positions of object. So every position of the object, like example, this position, then considering center of curvature, then considering between focus and center of curvature, focus, even the virtual image. You will get everything in the same fashion. No hard feelings. Nothing, no means hard feelings, sorry, that's the wrong word. There is nothing difficult in that, nothing complexity. Except you have to be very careful about the signs, and you have to always trace diagrams, triangles, one made by the object and the other made by the image, and prove the two triangles are similar, irrespective of what is the position of the object. Even if the position of the object would have been center of curvature, so you would have needed to do the same thing. Trace two triangles which are one made by the object, one made by the object, and prove them similar. And then you will get this corresponding sides of similar triangle. Similarly, you will have to consider another pair of triangles. For that, you will have to trace another set of incident rays like this. Because of that, you will get two different positions coming together, this and this. And then you should be able to properly substitute the values of minus V, minus U, minus R. In virtual image, it will be plus V. Okay. So in this way, once you understand this, then you will be able to solve all those other also. Okay, my dear students, so this is how mirror formula is derived. Okay, so now let's see further. Thank you, my dear students.